So we have some big news. Obviously, if you saw the thumbnail, you know we have some big news.
What do you mean? Like, you're starting with it like right away like this?
I don't know, I might.
Don't you normally say like, hi, welcome to NautiStyles and that stuff?
Hi, welcome to NautiStyles. So we have some big news.
Yeah.
So this has been a long time coming. I mean, for like the last year, you guys been asking us, when are you gonna get a new boat?
Yeah.
And we've been looking. We've been legit looking. You've seen us looking. You've been looking with us. It's been a long journey that led us here. So the bad news is we're selling our boat. The good news is somebody else is gonna get very lucky to get to buy our boat, which is in a pretty great shape. And the really good news is we are getting a new boat.
Yes.
And we're going to tell you what it is.
What?
Eventually.
Oh, okay. Can I oh man, I would love to say it already. Like, I can't wait to say it.
One of the hardest things for Rico is to keep a secret. And it's been really, really killing him.
It's bothering me.
Eating
big
him
time.
up alive. You guys, there's your chance to actually put in the comments below what kind of boat you think we're getting. Guess what it is. I mean, you've seen us tour so many different boats. I'm very curious what you think we're getting. What is that saying? The 2 best days? What is it that people always say? The 2 best days in boat owner's life is the day you buy your boat and the day you sell it. I highly disagree with it. That is the saying of somebody who's not a true boat owner or had a really bad deal. The really true saying should be the 2 best days in boat owner's life is the day you sell your boat and you buy a bigger one.
I like that. I think that makes total sense.
The day you sell your old boat and you get a new one.
And the other saying, what we just said, I think it only is true for someone who buys a boat, never uses the boat, and then sells the boat. Then maybe it's true.
So, yes, our 2 days are coming. The day we sell this boat, which we have loved for the last 7 years. It's been a fantastic liveaboard. If you guys new to the channel and still haven't seen the tour of our boat, you can check it out right here. If you're watching on your mobile device, I'll put it in the description underneath the video.
Shameless plug.
Whatever. It's our biggest video we have. So, I'm pretty sure you have seen it. Because this was our first boat, and I know our Patreons know the whole story. I feel like we owe to our subscribers a little backstory on how in the world did we ended up with this yacht. Because it started out very different for us.
That's true.
It started out as, why don't we buy a little, well, it wasn't even a center console to begin with, right? Like a little Boston whaler.
So we were looking for a center console. Or thinking of a center console.
Let's
console.
Let's buy a center console so we can go whale watching, dolphin watching, maybe take some people out, be able to bring our friends and just go for like a nice day cruise and do some whale watching. That's really how it started.
We were talking about a center console, and then we said, how about we get a center console walk around? So it had like a little caddy cabin.
Yeah, a little caddy cabin so we can just, go to Catalina for one night and be able to spend one night on it. And, that would be great. And then we started looking for that. And then we thought about it some more and we were like, well, maybe we should get something we could spend more time on so we can go and spend like 3-4 days at the time. And, sometimes maybe spend half of a week on the boat. And just, little by little, the dream got bigger and bigger. And we ended up with going, maybe we should buy something we can eventually just live on.
Yep.
Maybe not immediately, but something we could just move on to as we kind of downsize. And voila, here we are.
And it ended up being our first boat, being a 47-footer.
Yeah, exactly.
Motor yacht, which we've been extremely happy with. And I gotta say, over the last years, being in the marine industry, doing yacht management, it's been a good, solid boat for us.
It's been a very good boat.
And I had a chance to compare it to many other brands. I gotta say, it's been great. I think we wanted to upgrade it earlier already, but there were so many things happening in life.
And it was also kind of hard because the stepping stones were we would have had to really step up and we weren't ready. So we've been getting ready, we've been saving, we've been prepping for this. I mean, there's so many things that came into play in order for us to...
finally ready.
We're finally ready. We will miss her a little, just because what we're getting is definitely an upgrade we've been dying for. But before she officially goes up for sale, we do have a few projects that we need to finish up.
So one of the projects is in the front bedroom, in the front stateroom. Just recently happened that one of the portholes, welding seam on top of the hinge just broke off. So let me show it to you guys.
You know how it is. You think like
you just caught up.
You're gonna you're gonna get a new boat, and then this boat is gonna get sold, and then that happens.
Let's check it out. So as you guys can see, there's a hinge here and there's a hinge here. So I'm gonna open this, and as you can see, the weld there just came off. So I'm just gonna take the whole porthole out, bring it to a welder, and get it repaired.
I feel like you've had other boats that in your management that, you know, older boats that had this issue, and it's kind of surprising that this is the first time it actually happened to us. Yeah,
it's a stainless steel weld, so at some point they're gonna get tired, so that's time.
Yeah.
But the windows and the gaskets itself, they're still perfectly fine, so why, you know, like there's no need of replacing the whole thing. I can just get it welded and put it back in.
Get on it, buddy.
Yeah, okay, next project. No, next one is not a project, it was a project and we already completed it.
Yeah, it's an upgrade.
Yeah.
Whee!
All right, let's check it out.
I'll do upgrades. So if some of you remember, we had this project kind of happening in the background that we've been wanting to do for a while. So we had a microwave convection oven that was in here. It was the heaviest, craziest convection oven I've ever, like I couldn't even lift it. It was so crazy when we pulled it out. So we got one of these, basically like a miniature ovens, which has been awesome and we really love it. First it was here and it was kind of worrying me that it was just getting warm and I couldn't really watch it. It just felt like, I don't know, it just didn't make me feel safe.
In the enclosed space on top,
So I preferred it here, plus it comes with this fancy thing that we added so you can actually put something on top, you know, if you're cooking, so it extends your countertop space. So we tried to resolve it and decided to put all our coffee and all that here. But of course, it's not really practical. First of all, if you're underweight, because I don't know what, you know, this could be flying. Or also because it just doesn't look as
nice.
Neat, So we had one of these things made. Professional carpenter who came in and installed this and made it, and then I varnished it. So I think it looks pretty nice now.
Yep. Ta-da! All right, next project.
Oh, and I did tell you guys in the last video that I will show you before and after. So here's our before. So I am gonna put this sticker on this part right here and make this black, so then just a little bit is white. And this is our after. So now it's nice and black and kind of matching the rest of the kitchen. 3M tape. That's not a project, that's also an upgrade.
Yeah, that's an upgrade we did. Super nice. Let me turn it on.
What do you think about it, Cookie? You don't really like that hole in the boat, huh?
Nope, he doesn't.
Not a fan.
So what we did...
It's very exciting. What?
What is that?
Problem? What's going on? We have water?
Not water, but I think it's from the... Yeah.
Oh no.
The raw water pump is leaking.
Again?
Well, this one is already replaced on the other side.
Right.
And this one is still an old one, but it needs to be replaced now.
Great.
Yeah. No bueno. Alrighty, so another cool upgrade we did. We replaced all the engine room lights to LED, and they're super bright, and now it's actually fun to work in the engine room because you can see things. Really cool. Oops, there you go.
Did you just say it's actually fun to work in the engine room?
Well, it's not really fun, but it's easier because you can see things, so that helps a little bit.
Small correction.
And if you guys are wondering if the
poop pump
if the poop pump is still working, it is. It is right there and it's still working. Working great for now. So I hope it stays that way.
Okay.
All dry.
Checking on stuff. I like when he opens stuff and he goes, all dry. There were a lot of people that while you were working on the poop pump, and if you guys have not seen that video, you absolutely must watch. There's a lot of beep, 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 beep in that video. So a lot of people said while you were dropping screws left and right and cursing, people said, Rico, you need to get a magnetic screwdriver and one of these magnetic bowls to put the screws in.
That would work fantastically if we would work on a house where the screws and all the hardware is not stainless steel, because stainless steel is not magnetic. Also a good little tip, if you ever doubt if your hardware is stainless or good quality of stainless, it should not be magnetic.
So if it's a stainless steel and it's a little magnetic, it's not a quality stainless steel?
It's not a good quality of stainless steel, yeah. You still have a lot of iron in there. So what are we doing here now?
All right, this is a project. Again, something just happened, of course, so we need to figure this part out. And luckily, it hasn't been hot yet. It's been very, very cold, that we have not needed an air conditioning in this room where we sleep.
It is working, but...
It is working.
When you turn it on...
Hit it.
Ah!
Hit it.
Do you guys hear it?
I mean, it could be a nice noise to sleep to, but you really have to get used to it.
Just put your microphone down there. And now we can hear it.
So you can hear it.
So the fan... The fan is hitting something.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is. I would have to take the whole unit apart. I think I'd rather call somebody who knows air conditions really well, and I've been using this vendor for quite some time. I mean, he can probably immediately tell what it is. So we need to call someone and get him under the bed.
I thought you called him already. Just turns out that you haven't called yet.
Correct.
You just revealed yourself. Are you doing generator and engine service?
Yes, of course, both. Engine room, generator service, and we're going to replace one of the raw water pumps.
But that side is easier, right?
Yeah, because you can get to it.
Okay, let's go show the latest upgrade.
Okay.
Okay, this has been something in the works for a while. Finally, we got it done. I don't even know how I got so lucky. We have a saltwater washdown and a transom of the boat, which already came with the boat. I mean, it's nice, of course, but it would be a lot nicer to have a freshwater wash down when you're out in Catalina and just be able to shower off or shower off your feet. So we finally got it done. This is our hose.
With a quick connect.
Yep, and so it's pretty cool. It's just this little thing here. You pop it in. Boom.
That's it, and there you can see the
hose expanding.
And you can also see that we need a boat wash.
Yeah, the boat needs to be washed. All right, and like that, it's done. You know, I think part of the reason why I never felt like I cannot wait to sell this boat is because we did really well when we bought it. And remember a few times we were like, should we step up a little? I've always said to you, like, but we have everything like perfectly set up. Doing like a little step up, we have to start all over, kind of.
Yeah.
And I think I've never felt like I cannot wait to sell this boat. I've never felt this way.
I still don't feel that way.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm happy and I'm looking forward to the new one, but I kind of feel like, you know, I wouldn't mind keeping this one.
And I think that's important when you buy a new boat. You just do your research. You really take time to know what you want. Take as much time as you need before you buy something, especially if it's going to be a liveaboard, because that could make or break your experience.
100%.
You should always feel really, really good about selling your boat, not like it's a desperation to sell. We're selling her for a completely different reason. We're happily stepping up.
Exactly.
And that's, I think, should be every boater's goal. Like that's when you feel really good about that decision.
Totally.
Well, first of all, I would like to point out that we finally have our beautiful enclosure done. If you guys can see, this whole thing is brand spanking new.
And
it
it's
is
hard glass. It's
gorgeous.
It's not regular roll-up.
And all of that in the back is also brand spanking new.
And we went with the vinyl option this time.
Yeah, with white, which we think looks way more yachty. This was a good upgrade. I mean, we had to wait for it a little bit because the vendors were all so busy, but I'm glad we waited. It's really, really great. Turned out really nice.
I agree. What I love the most about this boat is that for the size of the boat,
the interior feels so much larger than what it actually sounds like when you tell somebody the length of the boat.
I love our cabin. I think our aft cabin motor yacht was a fantastic decision. It's definitely been something we've not felt too cramped in.
Another really cool thing is that we have this open salon, which has a pretty high ceiling, so that the head clearance is pretty tall.
True that. I should have said that.
And if you stand in the galley, it's even more because it's all open and connected to each other.
I love that we have 2 staterooms. You know, of course it's a guest stateroom, but it is nice that we have our own space to spread out. If you're on the phone, you have a place to go. If somebody else is on the phone as well, you can just go into 2 different bedrooms and have a conversation. I think it's a really nice fly bridge. I love that it's a split, you know, split deck, so we have the fly and then the aft deck. What I love about it is that it gives us privacy. When we're inside of the boat, just because the way it's set up, it's very, very private. The things I'm the most excited about our new boat. Oh man.
I always wanted to have a yacht. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
You know I could drive this boat back if I flip you overboard.
I mean, one thing is clear without giving anything away, and I know you're excited about it. It is a lot bigger.
I'm excited about the space. I'm excited about a bigger galley. I'm excited about a bigger closet. I'm excited about a bigger shower. I guess I'm just excited about being bigger. You know, they say bigger is not better, but in this case,
I think it is.
It maybe is.
I'm very excited about getting into using new systems, having new electronics, having just a whole different setup than what I've been dealing with in the past.
So hard not to give it away. Hard.
I mean, there's so many things I'm super excited about, but if I say this right now, that would already give quite some good hints.
I mean, you're bursting at seams. I mean, seriously, look at you. You just can't even.
One thing I'm really excited about, on the new boat we're gonna get, I will have a better spot to put my DJ setup.
Ooh.
And I will have a better spot to put all the camera equipment and all the electronics and everything we have.
I can't believe that the first thing you didn't say was a better engine room.
Well, I was afraid I'm giving things away, but yeah, like obviously, like I'm looking forward having more space to work around.
More access?
More access, yeah.
You're looking forward to not having that much engine room, Yoga?
Correct. And looking forward incorporating like new things which are now available on newer boats, like solar panels, having a little bit more of an efficient setup, because 2004 to...
No, you can't say it. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause here because before we can get there, we do need to get some boat projects done. Well, good morning. Early start. Getting hauled out today in 15 minutes. Was not really planned. I'll let Rico explain. Okay, in case you guys are wondering why I'm not on a boat, I am bringing one of the cars over there, so when we are all hauled out and the Boatyard is working on a boat, we actually could do stuff and go places. So yeah, Rico is on the way and I am on the way.
Hey guys, we are on the way to the Boatyard to get hauled out and replacing our shaft seals. Not sure if you guys remember, but we had a video pretty much where we had to get emergency hauled out because one of these little barbs fitting, which is inside the collar, the carbon collar of the dripless shaft seal, actually broke slightly, and water came into the engine room. So we got hauled out, replaced that fitting, replaced the one on the other side as well, just in case. Yeah, we were good for, I want to say it's like 6 months in that ballpark. Now, like just the other day, I heard the bilge pump kicking on, and I was like, oh, that's not a good sign. Let's check out what's going on. And fair enough, one of the barbs cracked again, and water was coming in. So we plugged it up and ordered the new shaft seals, which are here. Luckily, we got a pretty short-term appointment at the Boatyard, so they're hauling us out and replacing our shaft seals. So lots of you were asking why we didn't replace them to any kind of metal like stainless steel, copper or brass fittings instead of the little plastic fittings. So the manufacturer reached out to us after seeing our video and said, yeah, absolutely correct. Don't replace it with a stainless steel or any metal fitting. On that style of shaft seal, it's actually, if you would put any kind of metal fitting into that carbon color, it would potentially crack it, and then you have a way bigger problem. So the new style is different. They have the still carbon color, and then there is a plastic thread piece inside, and then you can actually put a stainless steel barb in there where the hose gets attached to it. So that's what we're getting now. We get the new style. Just have to pull the propellers, pull the shafts, and then get all new shaft seals in. But at least we're good for another 5 years, maybe 6 years, hopefully. Or better, the new owner. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm just using the port engine right now, just in case, because again, like I said, we have the shaft seal plugged up. I don't want to put too much vibration on it, so I'm just using one engine right now. For docking over there, I'm probably going to use both engines, but yeah, just to get over. And it's a gray day, or gray morning in Marina del Rey. June gloom, what can you do? Anyways, I'll give you guys more updates once we're over there, and some close-up videos as well of the actual problem child, so you guys can see it with your own eyes.
So a couple of pointers when you're getting hauled out. Some of it might just be my personal overcautious madness, but I just feel like you better cover all your bases. So I always cover everything. A lot of the boatyards will have coverings to cover the interior of the boat, especially if you have carpet, but they do charge you for it. So it's better whenever they do that, you basically pay for it. It's a one-time thing, you get it. I usually keep those. So then we just recycle them, cover everything up properly. Most of the times, guys are respectful and careful and everything, but you just never know. They are working. So cover everything up. And second, this is a personal tip. It's something I like doing to make me feel safe, is whenever we're getting hauled out, I take all the irreplaceable or very hard to replace valuables, such as passports, computers, hard drives, off the boat, not for the purpose of theft, more for the purpose of if anything would ever happen on the lift. Don't even want to say it out loud, but you get it, that all your valuables are with you and they're safe and they're dry. I haven't heard of any incidents in our boatyard. These guys are pros, but you just never know. And there are horrible stories, and there's some channels out there that this has happened to when the boat was getting hauled out. They had an accident, the boat fell. I mean, you don't want to take any chances. That's kind of it.
So yeah, I'm almost at the yacht. Victoria took the car over there, so we have a car as soon as we hauled out. We're going to stay on the boat in the yacht for hopefully just one night. They're saying they can finish it potentially today, for sure tomorrow, if everything goes well, crossing fingers. And we're going to be back in the water tomorrow latest, and can go back to the slip. So that's the plan.
Well, he made it. He's here, so that's good. For a second I came in at the office, guys, I was like, is he here? They're like, not yet. I was like, oh no, this is not good. Anyway, here we go. How's it looking?
Huh?
How's it looking?
You
forgot a feather on it.
Yeah, it looks like our bottom paint is burning a little bit again around the metal. Unless it's just scrubbed off from washing, that's possible. From cleaning. Yeah, here again,
Yeah.
gotta paint over that a little bit.
We pulled out like 6 months ago.
Yeah, somewhere in the ballpark. No, everything looks good. That's just from cleaning here, from the diver. So I think we should just do a couple of touch-ups, just a little bit of bottom paint. Yeah, just get some on there again.
When you say we, it's you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blue holes look good. Yeah, looks good.
It's like we have proper zincs this time. In the proper places.
Now they have to take the props off, and then they have to slide the shaft backwards, and then they can replace the shaft seal on the inside.
You want to just do it yourself? Jump on. Jump on. I'm sure you can figure it out. Okay, so home for the next day, I guess. Hopefully we get to go back in the water tomorrow. You know, it's always, you don't know until you know. But I wanted to tell you about our shaft seals. As Rico told you, that's happening. And coincidentally, where I got these awesome fenders that I'm still madly in love with from Fender Techs. They're freaking awesome. Coincidentally, they're made by PYI, parent company, and they reached out and said, by the way, we make you guys shaft seals. I mean, small world, right? Huge shout out to PYI for getting the shaft seals to us so quickly, for just freaking being awesome. Thank you guys. So these are going in. These are brand new PSS Pro shaft seals and supposed to be a major upgrade to what we have. I'll let Rico tell you what's different about them. Type A. Oh, that sounds like your personality.
So you see, like, here's the shaft.
Yeah.
And
It's not really. It's not doing it for me.
yeah.
So is it this thing? Wow, they're huge.
Yeah, they look so much bigger than ours we have right now. Read installation instructions thoroughly.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
doesn't normally work for Rico. So what's different now?
Well, this is one thing which is very different. So it's a stainless steel barb now. It looks very different, actually. Oh wow, this is heavy. I think this is the securing color, which keeps everything in place. Oh, there are O-rings in there too. Interesting.
It's like Christmas.
It's like Christmas, yeah. These are just spare ones, I guess.
Well, hopefully I don't have to give you shaft seals for Christmas every Christmas. That would be not good.
Yeah. Use soap and water to slide the stainless steel rotor down the shaft. Do not use grease or oil. Okay. Alrighty guys, I want to show you, this is the starboard side, so you see it assembled there. Obviously, as you can see, it's you know, a little crusty from salt and not completely clean right now because it was leaking already a little bit. So we're going to replace this, and I want to show you now here on the port side, you can actually see what we had to do to jerry-rig it a little bit. As you can see right there, we plugged the hole where the fitting was, or actually still the leftover fitting is. Put a hole puncher pretty much in there and taped it with some duct tape. Same here, we plugged the hose on the other side as well. So yeah, that's gonna get replaced right now.
So always trying to find silver lining in getting hauled out, and this is my tip number 3 is whenever you get hauled out, definitely get your carpet clean. This is an opportunity. I'm so excited. It's so much easier to get it done on the dry because you can get the van pulled up right next to the boat. It's super easy. The hose don't need to be nearly as long. It is a great opportunity to get a carpet clean. And here's my own personal tip. don't ever call some kind of marine carpet cleaner. Just get a regular, really good residential cleaner. You know why? They charge half the price. As soon as you put marine or boat in front of it, price is doubled.
Alrighty, there are the new ones, and going down in the engine room, you guys can see shafts already pulled there as well, ready for the new shaft seals. So now it's all installed, so let me show you guys how it looks like installed.
Yeah.
Alright, there they are. So as you guys can see, there are a couple of differences between the old ones we had and the new ones. So these are made by PYI, they're PSS Shaft Seal Pro, which look a little different than our old ones. So now this barb here, the little fitting, is actually stainless steel, which sits in this color. Then before we secured this part here with hose clamps on the shaft. Now it's another color, which is a safety color, so this cannot slide forward and potentially cause a lot of water to come in. Because the problems with the hose clamps, if there is a little bit of a leak, at some point even stainless steel hose clamps are going to give in. And if you're not constantly monitoring it, you potentially lose your safety net there. And these ones are very substantial. So I feel a lot better with these ones. So definitely way to go. If you can, if you have the prop shaft size, go with the Pro Series.
Well, I'm definitely feeling a lot better that we did this, so whoever owns this boat next, this is done.
Peace of mind for at least 5 years.
It's a huge thing. I think the seals would have gotten earlier.
They would have been done already 2 years ago.
We did not actually properly use the boat all the time.
We stretched it pretty long.
I think so, yeah. Well, it's done.
Yep.
Nice. Rika, is it still nerve-wracking every time she's in slinks, or like
every time.
You're used to it?
No, it's
still
always
weird, right?
I just don't trust the material. So I always think like, man, dude, these slings, like, oh my god.
Especially when they get her like all the way out. That really like messes with me. I'm driving the car back. Anyway, we're home and projects are almost all finished. Rico, AC finished.
Yep.
Check.
Engines and generator starting tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah, engine and generator, and that's it.
Yep.
She's ready to go up for sale.
Yeah.
Right. If you're looking for a really good boat, I'll put the contact information in the description underneath the video.
Shameful plug.
Alright, you guys, hope you enjoyed this madness of ours with some unexpected twists. Big shout out to PYI for totally hooking us up on time with some awesome shaft seals.
Apparently the Pro series.
Yeah, thanks for the Pro series. The Boatyard was really impressed with that. Cool Gadget Alert. Along with our shaft seals came a surprise box, and it's a 75-inch rollable boat hook.
This is a boat hook.
This is a boat hook. If you guys want to check it out, there's a QR code right there. Really neat little gadget. And I tried to demonstrate it to you guys, and turns out I was doing it completely wrong. Turns out this is how it's done. Ready? And then you just put this like here, secure it in place. And you have rollable floating and like that, go like this. What a cool gift! Thanks guys! Put it in the comments what yacht you guys think we are getting next. Enjoy the outtakes. Ciao.
Except that I'm not in the frame, but other than that, there's no bad news.
What do you mean?
What's the number one thing you love the most about this boat? Wait a minute, this boat or the new boat?
This boat. Don't try to trick me.
How do you spell the brand of the new boat? How did you stand? Like this?
However you want to stand. which boat are we getting?
So if somebody hits the jackpot, are you gonna say yes on it in the comments?
I don't know. Projects. I'm excited to watch you do projects.
So what do you do?
generous
Yeah, I mean
service?
generous service. A little.
Blah blah blah.
You want to ask me something?
Ricky Martin.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole bunch of cursing going on in Spanish right now.
Trying to film here, damn it. The boat views.
Where did the dog go? Oh, there. Cookie! You coming back here?
Where's Cookie?
Is he not in there? Oh,
Marco? Marco? I think he's downstairs.
Well, maybe. This is cool. This looks nice, right? Yeah, and there's Cookie.
Hey guys.
We got some big
Wait.
freaking news.
Welcome back to NautiStyles.
No, we're not having a baby.
No, we have one already.
We have one, a furry one.
We are going to tell you what we're getting. We are getting. No. I'm
No.
kidding.
Not gonna tell you yet. And when we tell you, I want to be the one telling.
He made me promise that he could be the one. You're making sure we don't hit
Yeah, I'm
anything?
just making sure
Okay,
we're
yeah.
not hitting anybody.
As you guys
Yeah.
can tell, Marco is extremely excited.
I think he's super chill right now because his eyes are already closing.